Canadian Minister of Public Safety garyanandasangaree said that the bombing of Air India Flight 182 remains the single worst act of terrorism and mass murder in Canadian history. He stated that people have gathered from Canadian shores to remember the senseless and violent act over the Italic that took a lives of 329 people, most of them Canadians. He condemned that attack as an act of pure hatred and evil that took away loved ones.
Come together far from Canada's shores to remember one of the most senseless and violent acts in Canadian history. An act of terror over the Atlantic that took the lives of 329 people, most of them Canadians. The bombing of Air India Flight 182, 40 years ago today, June 23, 1985, remains the single worst act of terrorism and mass murder in Canadian history. For the families gathered here with us today, the 4 decades that have passed will not have dulled the memory of that awful day. Your loved ones were taken from you in an act of pure hatred and evil. It is a burden that still endures. When you received the terrible news, numb with grief, you traveled here to Cork County in search of your loved ones. The Irish people opened their homes and their hearts to these strangers in the face of devastating loss. This community, your community, provided hospitality, comfort, and support to these grieving families in their darkest hour. Your generosity continues to this day, and you're forever embedded in the hearts of the families of Air India 182. You also have a nation, Canada, that is eternally grateful to you. Our shared history has once again been strengthened by this tragedy. I was 13 years old when this horrific incident took place. My family had moved to Canada a couple of years earlier. School holidays were about to begin, and a few weeks earlier, I had secured a part-time job at a grocery store on Gerrard Street in Toronto's Little India. I remember taking the street